Party General Secretary and State President Tô Lâm on Tuesday received Chinese ambassador to Vietnam, He Wei, who came to present his credentials to the top leaders.
Welcome new Chinese ambassador to Vietnam, He Wei. Party General Secretary and State President Tô Lâm expressed his hope and believe that the ambassador will promote his new role as a bridge connecting the two countries and contributing to enhance their friendship and comprehensive cooperation. He emphasized that the party, state and people of Vietnam consistently attach importance to the relationship with China, considering this a strategic choice and a top priority in Vietnam's overall foreign policy. Ambassador He Wei said he hopes to receive the attention and support from Vietnamese leaders, as well as the close coordination of Vietnamese ministries, sectors, and localities. He affirmed that in his position, he will do his utmost to foster the comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership between the two nations. According to the latest statistics from the General Department of Customs, the import-export turnover between Vietnam and China reached nearly $130.8 billion in the first 8 months of this year.
Organizations and individuals at home and abroad donated over 1.3 trillion Vietnam dong, equal to nearly $55 million, both in cash and bank transfers, to the Central Relief Committee to support victims of Typhoon Yagi and subsequent floods.
As of 5 p.m. on Tuesday, organizations and individuals at home and abroad donated 1,334 billion Vietnam dong, equal to nearly $55 million, both in cash and bank transfer, to the Central Relief Committee to support victims of Typhoon Yagi and subsequent floods. The distribution of funds has been planned to address the most pressing needs. Lao Cai province received the largest allocation of 180 billion Vietnam dong, followed by Yên Bái province with 130 billion Vietnam dong. Cao Bằng and Lạng Sơn provinces each 80 billion Vietnam dong. Tuyên Quang and Phú Thọ provinces 55 billion Vietnam dong apiece. The list of donors will be regularly updated and published through mass media.
British newspaper The Telegraph has recognized Hanoi as one of the 10 best destinations for solo travelers, praising the city for its affordable cost and hospitality.
British newspaper The Telegraph highlighted Hanoi offers widespread Wi-Fi, and SIM cards are available at a low cost for those who prefer to use the local network. English is widely spoken, and there is no shortage of attractions to explore, from museums and temples to the Old Quarter and the night market. For solo female travelers, Hanoi is considered safe, but they should take standard precautions, such as dressing modestly, especially when visiting temples, and staying vigilant against drink spiking. Other destinations on the Telegraph list include Stockholm of Sweden, Lisbon of Portugal, and Mendoza of Argentina and New Zealand.
Among more than 350 victims killed by Typhoon Yagi and its aftermath, 52 were children. This mid-autumn holiday across the country's major festivals have been cancelled and replaced with practical gift-giving to support people in flood-hit areas. In schools, children have also turned the mid-autumn holiday into an opportunity to send love and share.
Drawing a letter full of love. Duang, 6 years old, and her fellow friends at first grade class of Victory Primary School enthusiastically made this letter to send to children affected by the Typhoon Yagi and the subsequent flood in the northern of Vietnam. Those letters come along with a gift of essential medicine packages too.
I just finished packing this bag of medicine. I will send it to the flood victims. I am very happy to have done meaningful things. We plan to organize a large-scale mid-autumn festival celebration for the student, but instead, we promote activities on compassion so the student could show the support to their peers. Those are suffering many difficulties and losses in the flood-affected areas.
Besides writing letters to convey feelings and giving practical gifts to the lives of people in flood-hit areas, charity auctions were also held. The products were made by the students themselves, and the buyers were their parents. There was no fair, competitions, or exciting lion dances, but each student still had a meaningful mid-autumn holiday.
We sent letters to parents about not organizing the Mid-Autumn Festival and saving the money to support children in flood-hit areas. The proceeds from the auction will also serve this purpose.
According to Vietnamese Ministry of Education and Training, 52 children and 3 teachers were killed by the Typhoon Yagi and its aftermath, while 3 are still missing and 8 others injured. 99 schools are still closed due to the floods. Although this year's Mid-Autumn Festival is less bustling, but compassion and share will create a more connected generation in the future.
With the desire to bring joy to children in ABI and introduce the Vietnamese culture to international friends, the Vietnamese Peacekeeping Force in ABI organized a Mid-Autumn Festival for nearly 200 African children.
Vietnamese peacekeepers in ABA organized a Mid-Autumn Festival for nearly 200 students at the ABA Church School, aiming to bring joy to underprivileged children and share Vietnamese culture with the international community. Held at the Vietnamese Engineering Unit's Highway Base, the event introduced the children to the traditional Mid-Autumn Festival, highlighting its significance in Eastern culture, especially in Vietnam. The Vietnamese Engineering Unit also presented gifts to 10 students who passed university exams this year and donated supplies to the school. This initiative not only strengthened the bond between Vietnamese peacekeepers and the local community, but also brought a sense of joy and festivity to the children.